Blacks have been wanting to come down to Florianopolis area to the original Club 38.
Continue to put out high quality product that people want.
Learning how to do malfunctions, clear malfunctions on the fly.
Okay guys, we're here at the Glock booth with the Glock team shooter, Thy Ngo. T is a reference for us. I mean, we've seen her start in the sport of practical shooting, and where she is right now, you're basically putting all us big boys, you know, to the dirt. But T, I wanted to ask you, so where did your interest, number one, in firearms came from, and practical shooting? How was that road, the road to where you are right now as a competition
road to
shooter?
Team Glock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I never grew up around firearms at all. Never really shot it as a kid or anything like that. 2020 was when the world was kind of a little weird at that time, so I decided I wanted to buy my first firearm to better learn how to protect myself. So I went to the gun store by myself, went to get a Glock 43X and had no idea what I was doing. Mm-hmm. But I knew, like, if I bought this firearm, I need to learn how to get comfortable with it. I need to learn how to familiarize myself with it if I'm going to eventually need to use it. So I went to the range maybe 3 to 4 times a week, practiced with it, got really comfortable with it, and really enjoyed it, actually. And so I grew up as a very competitive person. I played some sports. I played volleyball, played flag football, soccer, but I wasn't very, very good at it. And I knew I wanted to do something more. So, you know, I was just kind of tired of just sitting in a single lane and just firing down range. I wanted something else. So eventually I met a couple competition shooters. So Ryan Wilkes is one of them. He's lives in Dallas locally to us. He's our instructor and an amazing competitor as well. He introduced me to USPSA and went to my first practice match, and I fell in love with it. It was fast-paced, a lot of dynamic moving and shooting, racing against the clock, racing against other people, but most importantly, like, you're competing against yourself too. Sure. So got into competition shooting, and I think that was 2020, 2023. I was invited to Team Glock. So
if you guys wouldn't believe it, in 4 years, about 3 years,
actually.
Yeah,
3 years.
3 years. Her trajectory as a competition shooter, as a sportswoman, is unbelievable. So the amount of discipline that T shows is incredible, and it really is a reference for us. T, where do you want to take that going further? Is it, you know, going national levels, world levels? Do you see that? Do you have that in you? And how long do you think that's going to take? You know, is it something that you're pursuing?
Yeah, for sure. The competition shooting is definitely something I'm passionate about. When I first learned about USPSA in 2020, 2021 is when I heard about the World Shoot. It's pretty much our Olympic style or Olympic level of practical shooting. So that's something that that was my goal. Like, I definitely wanted to attend the World Shoot. So 2025 is going to be, we have the World Shoot, handgun World Shoot in South Africa, and that's the goal that I'm trying to go for.
You have to qualify for that,
You would have to qualify for it. So I don't know if I qualified just yet, but I've done the best that I could over the last 3 years of attending the qualifier matches. So we'll just see how that goes.
That's awesome, and I'm sure you make it, and looking forward to it. Yeah. And T, in terms of just the culture, and T, for those of you that don't know, she is our local girl, Dallas, North Texas girl. She shoots every match that we've had at 38 America, and the feedback that we get from everyone that shoots around her is that she's the sweetest girl in the world. But she really packs a punch, and I wanted to ask you, in terms of firearms, the firearms culture. So from being a competition shooter, you also probably developed a lot of awareness on the other side, on the defensive side, right? How do you see that nowadays? As you were talking about jiu-jitsu even for your personal life, right? It kind of opened up other that awareness.
I think me learning competition shooting, learning how to shoot under pressure against the clock, against time, and learning how to do malfunctions, clear malfunctions on the fly. Without having to think about it, doing all of the subconscious thinking and everything like that. Like everything, I've been a lot more aware of my surroundings. Like I know I'm very careful about how I carry my gun, firearm safety, all of that too.
Yeah.
And yeah, like jiu-jitsu, that's something I eventually wanted to learn how to do. I wanted to do more self-defense like that in a combat sport type of style. So,
Very
yeah.
cool. T just recently was with us in a Rob Vogel class
Yeah.
at 38. And this is what I wanted to tell you, the surprise that you don't know.
Okay.
The way that he said is like she couldn't do the movement and the shooting stuff more perfectly in terms of positioning and movement and shooting. So he never told you that, but he
No,
told
yeah.
us after as I was driving him to the airport.
That's
so
so sweet.
I wanted to give you feedback of
No, I
a guy
appreciate
that's
that.
a legend.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you
Keep
so much.
doing it. We're excited to see where it takes you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I
Thank
love
you.
you guys, honestly. So y'all are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, T.